You're welcome back to the Pulse on the Joy News channel on Multi TV. Now, the Ghana Police Service has arrested some 32 suspects who are engaging in the printing and issuance of fake roadworthy certificates and stickers from the Accra and Tema offices of the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority. The fake roadworthy certificates produced by the illegal operators has very striking semblances with the original, making it difficult to establish the difference. So maybe after the story, you might want to pass by any of the testing centers to see if what you have is original or is fake, and then you can have it sorted out for yourself. But according to the police, the suspects are currently being screened, and the key culprits will be processed for prosecution by a court of competent jurisdiction. Joining me in the studio now is Favor Ebenezer Nunu, yes, with the details. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Francis.
So for these 32 who were picked up, how were they caught?
Okay, so what the police said is that they got the hint that indeed there are roadworthy certificates that are stuck on people's vehicles which are fake. And the reason they established that it's fake is that for many months they've been observing there are a few vehicles that go to these testing centers to get tested and be issued with roadworthy certificates and stickers. But then the numbers are few. Meanwhile, the roadworthy certificates that are churned out are more, and in town most of it looks so genuine. So the concern was that what really is happening. So following from that interaction and that confusion, they decided to embark on some of the observation.
And these are some of the equipment that they use.
These are some of the equipment that they use. And during the observations, they realized that the containers that are set around the offices of the DVLA, both Tema and then in Accra, these are the offices that these illegal operators actually churn out the fake DVLA roadworthy certificates and stickers. They churn it out from there, and it's so striking to the original in the sense that there is no way you can tell the difference. There really is nothing for you to be able to establish.
So how then do the DVLA officials tell the difference?
That's where the big question comes. The police is agitating that to some extent they feel is a software that was secured by these individuals from the DVLA offices itself. Okay,
so these are just what you have on your screens are examples of the roadworthy certificate, the sticker, yes, that you put, yes, in front of your vehicle. Those are some examples of the ones that
and all of these are printed by the guys within these containers that you find around.
Interesting.
Producing numbers, IDs, everything in there.
Did they say where they get the software from?
It's what the police is actually working on now. So I asked the Savers about what they're going to do about how these guys are able to secure the software, and they are arguing that, well, as far as they are concerned, they would engage with the 32. There are a number of them who may be simple workers or supporters within this thing. They are going to be the key persons or criminals who have actually been masterminding all of this, and then by extension there will be those who are within the DVLA's offices itself who probably leaked the software to them for them to be doing business in this way. So it's for them to get into the DVLA offices, do their investigations, and then come out with details on who within or which persons within the offices have been able to leak the software that the DVLA uses to issue out roadworthiness certificates.
Okay, let's hear from the Director of Public Affairs for the Ghana Police Service, Sefa Sata, speaking to Favor this afternoon.
The police mounted an operation yesterday at the premises of DVLA, both in Accra and in Tema, to arrest persons suspected to be behind the printing and dealing in of DVLA roadworthiness certificate and DVLA roadworthiness stickers. It was observed that these fake certificate dealers were operating from containers within the vicinity of the DVLA offices. And so the operation was mounted, and about 32 people were picked up. Presently, those people are undergoing some screening and then so that the suspect, the true suspect, could be processed for court. You realize that it's a very very bad practice, and as per the preliminary investigations that we have conducted, you see that the stickers that they are producing, they are printing and selling to unsuspecting drivers, are very true to type, true to the ones that the DVLA are selling. they seem to have laid hands on the genuine software of the DVLA sticker, and so they are reproducing. So when they are stuck to their vehicles, it will take a very expert eyes to detect the fictitious nature of the ones that they are using. We are going to deal with the perpetrators. We are looking for those behind it. At least we know that it's not everybody that we picked who is the actual brain behind. Some of them are workers of this, so we are tracing them to get them, to bring them to book. If there are people behind it, we shall get at them. But these are the people we have got being involved in it. So we shall deal with them accordingly. And the actual people, if there are, who are behind this thing, will now come to the DVLA. Why not? If there is somebody within the DVLA who has a hand in it, who is aiding, so that he can also get some consideration out of it, we shall get at the person.
So that's the Director of Public Affairs for the Ghana Police Service, Cephas Arthur, there speaking to Favor this afternoon on this issue of the fake roadworthiness certificates that we are seeing in the market. Makes me want to go check mine as well to see if I'm in the clear or I have a fake one to consider today. But thank you, Favor, for this one. So for those who may be unsuspecting and do not know whether what they have is original or fake, what do they do? Well,
essentially, you have to get back to the DVLA office and then engage with them for them to check if indeed the digits or the numbers, the codes on the certificate is actually true and correspond to what they have in their database. Beyond that, going forward, maybe it's important that if individuals want to go get the roadworthiness certificate, you don't just engage with these guys who are stationed in front of the DVLA's offices. And then you don't also get anyone from the DVLA office telling you, I have a friend or someone who can do it fast for you. Make sure that you go there yourself with a vehicle and it gets tested at the certificate, or sorry, at the testing point. Then you leave with your roadworthy certificate. Anything beyond or anything short of this, you would have a fake certificate issued to you.
Interesting. Thank you, Favor, for these details. Clearly, we should be on the lookout in danger.